did I start? Let me find that first. Okay. I love bugs. I haven't done this in a while, and of course, now that I'm starting, an airplane comes. Ugh, always my luck. I can't decide between this color and this color. So I think I'm gonna go this color because I feel like it looks more likable. Our sunflowers are under attack. We had some incredible sunflowers. They were so beautiful in so many different colors. At the beginning of the season, Sis and I accidentally spilt some sunflowers in seeds in water. And so we had to seed them or plant them. I don't know why I say that. And so we had them everywhere, and they're so pretty, and they attracted the squirrels, and I loved it. And so next year I am planting more because that was a lot of fun. But I wanted to make sunflowers, but I didn't realize it was a process because you got to do the middle, and then you got to do the rows, and then there's 18 to 20 petals, I think, on each row, and I made 2 rows of those because I'm extra. But I wanted them in a variety. Look how pretty that one turned out. Isn't that gorge? And then this one, I need to get different yarn for this because this is a different yarn completely. And this is my last one. But I thought, what better time to answer a question from the book? My grandmother's book. So I thought I'd do that as well as finish up my project. So I'm gonna do a quick crochet along, but first I have to get myself squared away. So let me do that. What was the question? Hi, love. I'm gonna put these right here so you can sit by them. Come on over, Ty. I can never do this. Let me see. Okay. Now that I got that squared away. The question was, when you were younger, what was dating like? And it was from my grandmother's book. So, when I was younger, what was dating like? Fun. It's always fun, right? And I feel like dating is so important. I don't feel as if you or your generation does it enough. Ooh, how condescending. I don't feel like it's as freely appreciated or done as much by your generation. Our generation, we dated and we did all sorts of dates. It breaks my heart when I go on TV and or not on TV, the social media things that I do see where let me think, where there's women talking about what they expect from a date, and the approach is kind of rough, I guess. Of course, with the lines. Let me pause. Also, let me start over. Let me start that over because that's not fair. Back in our day, we did a lot of dating, and it was the sorts of dates that I feel like are important, that you need to experience, that are maybe viewed as not the best kind of dates. For instance, it was very common for us to go on coffee dates and breakfast dates and brunch dates. We didn't want to give up our Friday and Saturday night with our friends. It was we had way too much fun with them, and it was like, wait, what? I just met you and I'm getting to know you. So how about we invest in coffee or breakfast before we invest in dinner away from my girlfriends and your guy friends or whatever, and we'll see if we're compatible enough to make it to a dinner date. And now the idea of a coffee date, I guess, is insulting. I don't know, which is shocking. And brunch dates are out of the question too. I don't get it. And we were more like, I don't know, actual feminists where we would try to do Dutch or foot the whole bill. That went over real well. Tyson, what are you doing over there? Oh my word. Excuse me, I'm trying to film here, sir. He's using the restroom. So inappropriate. I hope you can. I shouldn't have mentioned it. Ah, you would have maybe never known. Ah, not cool. Nonna. All right. So anyway, back to my subject. What was dating like? We did brunch dates. We did morning dates. We did group dates because you wanted your friends to check them out. You were like, am I right about this person? Or do I just have love goggles on? You have to tell me. And they would quiz them or, you know, give you an honest opinion. So group dates were also very common. Like if you think Friends is out of the realm, no. We actually did go on a lot of group dates. We wanted our friends' opinion on them. You know what else I think is an important date that you need to go on? A date where you have to run an errand. See how they are in a grocery store with 500 other people on a Saturday morning. See what they buy. What do you buy? Let them know what you buy. I mean, running errands is a good way to kind of get to know somebody and their characteristics and how they truly are. Are they patient? Are they impatient? Are they procrastinators? Do they wait to the last minute? Do they even know how to shop? Are they sloppy? What is going on there, right? Ooh, another date you should definitely go on is running an errand to a bureaucratic establishment. Think renewing your license plate or getting your emissions. Nothing tests a person's patience more. Oops, hold on. Than having to wait for government officials. So that's another fun one to go to. Also, you know what breaks my heart? When we dated, cell phones were starting to become established and were around, but they still weren't the focal point. And so good conversations were had and the focus was on each other and not on the technology at hand. And you were really in the moment and your presence was really impactful. I don't know. Now you're in the present moment, but you're just, I want to say a zombie. It breaks my heart. Not you. I mean, like, the masses. It's sad. We'll go to restaurants and nobody's talking to each other. I don't know where to put this. I have like 10 places to put stuff and I don't know where to put it. Because I'm hoping my animals that are like staying off in the distance will come. Nobody's talking to each other. And it's so sad. It breaks my heart. And everybody's kind of just staring at their phones. I don't know, looking for the next option and it's sitting there with children. Just, it breaks my heart. I look over and parents are like this and the kids are just kind of staring off into space. And sometimes technology is wonderful and then other times it's like, ugh, the worst thing ever. And I think it kind of ruined dating. It really did. And you need to just put those darn things down. Pretend like they're broken. Pretend like you don't have Wi-Fi. Talk to each other. It's so sad. Volunteer for a cause together. That would be a good date. That's a fun date, honestly. But not one where you're like running stuff or in charge of stuff, because that changes the dynamic completely when you're the boss and when you're in charge. I mean, like, boots on the ground, you're both just peons volunteering for a good cause. Be a water hander outer. Damn it, my words slip me right now. And the sun is beating down on me, so I feel like I'm on a spotlight. hand out water at a 5K. That was fun. And or other cool things where you can volunteer. Ooh, help sign up people for voting or blood donation. They both kind of feel the same right now. What else is there? There were so many others. Oh, you definitely, I gotta get back to, I have to finish these. You definitely need to go on a date where it's a family function and there's kids around. You need to have the talk. Get it out of the way. Do you like kids? Do you want kids? What do you think about kids? How many kids do you want? When are you thinking about having kids? Do you want to have kids right away? See how they are around kids. Oof. And make sure the kids are around them. Kids are good gauges. They're like little lightning rods for good people and not so good people. They can tell. They can tell. They have that repellent. I like them. You can trust a child. All right. Colorado weather is crazy. 1 minute it's freezing cold and you put on a hoodie. And you start filming and the sun starts beating down on you and it becomes 110 degrees. So do with that what you will. But let's do a recap. A really good date. Coffee date. Breakfast date. You don't want to give up your Friday or Saturday or Wednesday or Tuesday night until you're really sure. And there's nothing wrong with going Dutch, as we used to call it. I don't know why we used to call it that. Anyway, or footing the bill entirely. If you're really a feminist, then be a feminist and pay the bill. I don't know. You want to go on a group date. You want your friends to check them out, see what they think of them. Don't let them be mean or condescending, but, have a good time. They'll be more relaxed. You'll be more relaxed. Your fake filter might come off a little bit. That's the good thing about going on group dates, and what we used to enjoy is you can pretend for a while because, everybody shows up with their best self, but your friends are going to let them know the truth. And that's kind of fun too, right? Is letting them see that fun, kitschy side of you. And it's a more relaxed side. So your true colors might shine a little bit better, right? And your friends might get a better gauge of them. And the whole environment is just fun. And you want to go on a bureaucratic errand. Because nothing and no one tests a person's patience than having to wait after you've drawn the ticket that says 479B and they're on 187A and you're like, wait, what? I hope they're all random and that's not in any particular order because that sucks too. But again, you get to really know somebody by the way they act and react to situations. I haven't always acted well. And thankfully I wasn't judged on it. Oh, shoot. Okay. Leaf 1 done. Family is another good date. Your family is not gonna let you put the wool over somebody's eyes. They'll let you sugarcoat a little bit, but not get too carried away. And nobody loves you like your family does. So, honestly, that hurt. Oh, you know why? Because I need my glasses. Benny, what are you doing? Get out of there. Oh my goodness. My hair is out of control today. Nobody loves you like your family loves you. And so they're going to know if somebody's right for you or not right for you. The problem is are you going to be willing to listen to what they have to say? Because sometimes we're smitten with someone more than we're willing to admit that maybe they're not the best fit for us, right? So, and something fun for a cause where you're both the little peons, where you're handing out the water bottles or signing up the peoples, or, oops, I dropped a stitch, or, both on the same level, but doing good for a good cause. Not where you're one-upping and you're in charge of stuff. That's for another date. That's entirely when you've already won them over and you're like, oh, look at me, I'm running stuff. I'm important and cool. Yeah, totally do that. Show off, totally. But at the right time. First dates or beginning dates aren't those dates. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Anyway, you asked. Well, did you? Did you really? I can't crochet in this position. It is so hard. Well, oh, and the family date. You need to go on the family date. I've already stated that. I love you guys. Okay, well, I think that covers the question. When you were young, what was dating like, but also the dates that I think that you need to go on, slash Nonna on the porch. So we're gonna call it a wrap because I also have to make Play-Doh and do a life update video and other stuff. So let me stop after I do this last double crochet and say, remember who you are, where you come from, and that you are loved wholly and unconditionally. That means all of you, no matter what. All right, take care.